Life in the UK Test. Chapter 4, Section 14. Disclaimer. This work is independent and non-official. It is a free help based on life in the United Kingdom. A Guide for New Residents 3rd edition handbook. December 2015. Chapter 4, Section 14. Film industry. British comedy. Television and radio, British comedy. The traditions of comedy and satire, and the ability to laugh at ourselves, are an important part of the UK character. Medieval kings and rich nobles had jesters who told jokes and made fun of people in the court. Later, Shakespeare included comic characters in his plays. In the 18th century, political cartoons attacking prominent politicians and, sometimes, the monarch or other members of the royal family, became increasingly popular. In the 19th century, satirical magazines began to be published. The most famous was Punch, which was published for the first time in the 1840s. Today, political cartoons continue to be published in newspapers, and magazines such as Private Eye continue the tradition of satire. Comedians were a popular feature of British music hall, a form of variety theatre which was very common, until television became the leading form of entertainment in the UK. Some of the people, who had performed in the music halls in the 1940s and 1950s, such as Morecambe and Wise, became stars of television. Television comedy developed its own style. Situation comedies, or sitcoms, which often look at family life and relationships in the workplace, remain popular. Satire has also continued to be important, with shows like That Was the Week That Was in the 1960s and Spitting Image in the 1980s and 1990s. In 1969, Monty Python's Flying Circus introduced a new type of progressive comedy. Stand-up comedy, where a solo comedian talks to a live audience, has become popular again in recent years. Television and radio. Many different television channels are available in the UK. Some are free, to watch a wide variety of programs. Popular programs include regular soap operas such as Coronation Street and EastEnders. In Scotland, some Scotland-specific programs are shown, and there is also a channel with programs in the Gaelic language. There is a Welsh language channel in Wales. There are also programs specific to Northern Ireland and some programs broadcast in Irish Gaelic. Everyone in the UK with a TV, computer or other medium, which can be used for watching TV, must have a television license. One license covers all of the equipment in one home, except when people rent different rooms in a shared house, and each has a separate tenancy agreement. Those people must each buy a separate license. People over 75 can apply for a free TV license, and blind people can get a 50% discount. You will receive a fine up to £1,000 if you watch TV but do not have a TV license. The money from TV licenses is used to pay for the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. This is a public service broadcaster, providing television and radio programs. The BBC is the largest broadcaster in the world. It is the only wholly state-funded media organisation that is independent of government. Other UK channels are primarily funded through advertisements and subscriptions. There are also many different radio stations in the UK. Some broadcast nationally, and others in certain cities or regions. There are radio stations that play certain types of music, and some broadcast in regional languages such as Welsh or Gaelic. Like television, BBC radio stations are funded by TV licenses, and other radio stations are funded through advertisements. Study materials. All chapters from the study materials are Crown copyright and have been based on life in the United Kingdom. A Guide for New Residents 3rd edition handbook. All photos are borrowed from wikipedia.org under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 3.0 unported. This work is independent and non-official, prepared in December 2015.